back to part 3 of the mini series that I'm doing, going over my entire workout program. Part 1 was pull day, part 2 was push day, and now we're on to legs today. We'll get right into that, but real quick, I just wanted to say, I'm planning a cool giveaway that you might be interested in, especially if you're into like diet and weight loss and stuff like that I'm gonna talk more about at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. Anyways, back into the program. So starting off, we're gonna warm up with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I like to use a kettlebell just because it's a little bit easier to hold. 2 or 3 sets of like 15 of both goblet squats and some super light RDLs, just to get your quads and your hamstrings warmed up. If you don't warm up before your leg days, I recommend you start doing that. Like your hips and your knees and stuff, they can be really stiff, and doing some warm-ups and some stretches can be really good and actually change your leg days completely. Our first workout is going to be a squat of some sort. So in the program, I have specifically hack squats. That's what I used to mainly grow my legs, but nowadays I've really been getting into free weight squatting. But you're going to want to choose a heavy squat movement. Just like bench press, we're going to use progressive overload on this exercise. I've talked about progressive overload in multiple videos. Pretty much you're going to work up to 4 working sets, and in those 4 working sets you're going to do 8 to 12 reps, and you're going to aim to increase either the weight or the reps every single time you hit that workout. Just like any other day, I like to divide up my muscle groups. So after the squats, we're going to go into a hamstring workout. Our first one is going to be lying hamstring curls. I really like the lying hamstring curls and I feel it the most, but you could also do like seated hamstring curls if that's like something you're more comfortable with. I strongly recommend doing what you like when you work out and what works best for you, what you're most comfortable with. When it comes to working out, what you personally like the most is going to be much more optimal than what may be scientifically optimal. I think that everyone is different, so whatever I say in here is what works best for me and what I personally like, but I encourage you to explore different workouts, different methods, and find what works best for you. Anyways, with the hamstring curls, we're gonna do 4 drop sets. So I'm a huge advocate for drop sets, as you guys know. So you're gonna do 8 reps heavy and then 8 reps light, and that's gonna be 1 set. Lying hamstring curls are really good for this because the weight is right next to your head. So to lower the weight, all you gotta do is reach over, and then you can get right into the second half of your set and the lighter weight. These hamstring curls are gonna be very similar to the preacher curls that I talked about in the pull day video. Slow, feel the squeeze, get the burn going. On the eccentric, which is the down, or the negative, I think it's called eccentric. The negative, when you're going back down, don't just drop it, you wanna go slow. So like squeeze on the top, and then on your way down, on the negative, go slow, feel it pulling your hamstring, and then explode back up into your next rep. After hamstring curls, we're gonna go back to quads with seated leg press. There's a lot of variations to the leg press machine. Personally, I like the classic one where it's kind of at a slant and you load the weight on the sides, and you know what I'm talking about. But that was taken today, and the person on it was taking forever low key, so I had to do this weird one that I've never used before, but it was still really cool. Same exact concept as a leg press, you're pretty much just upside down. There's also like machine leg presses that you can use where instead of plate loaded, you like switch the weight with a pin. But whatever you want, this is going to be a quad focused leg press movement. After the leg press, we got RDLs. So Romanian deadlifts is going to be a hamstring workout. You can do Smith machine like myself, you can do a barbell, or you can do dumbbells. A lot of people really like dumbbells. Like you hold 1 dumbbell in each hand super heavy and you do your RDLs like that. I've never really liked that. I can't get the form down. They move around too much, and I never really get like a good burn in my hamstrings where you're supposed to feel it when I do those. So I personally like Smith machine or barbell. Again, I recommend you try everything and do what works best for you and what you like the most, but this is just me. With these, you're really gonna wanna focus the stretch on the way down. So when that weight is coming down, you're gonna wanna go as low as you can. Now this is gonna be uncomfortable and it's gonna really destroy your hamstrings if you're doing it properly, but that's what you want. Let it stretch your hamstrings and then explode on the way up. Form on these can be a little bit difficult to get down, but you're gonna wanna keep a straight back, tiny bend in the knee. Your legs are pretty much straight, they're just not locked. And you wanna like sit down with your butt when you come down. On the way down, when you're parallel with the ground like that, let that weight just stretch out your hamstrings, and that's how you know you're feeling it. If your hamstrings feel like they're gonna explode or tear when you're on the lower, that's gonna be it. I like to do super lightweight on these and high volume because I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to actually tear my hamstring. That's why I only have a plate on here. So I do 4 sets of 12 to 15. After the RDLs, we got hip abductions. Now, when I do my hip abductions, I like to really focus my glutes on these, and I do that by sitting kind of forward in the seat. So when you sit down, like scoot your butt forward and lean back in the seat and kind of like get your legs out further, And if you do this, you'll hit your glutes a lot more versus if you're sitting straight up, it's gonna be like the hip flexors. I do super high volume on these. I have in the program 4 sets of 15, but often I don't count. I just go until my glutes are on fire. After hip abductions, we got a workout that is going to fry your quads. It's probably gonna make you cry. We're gonna do drop set leg raises. Leg raises are already bad, right? If you've never drop setted a leg raise, you're never gonna wanna hit legs again. That or you're a psychopath and you love feeling like you're gonna die. Start off with 8 reps as heavy as you can on the leg extension, and then cut the weight in half and then go until burnout. And this is gonna make you wanna actually cry. Like, I don't care if you're a full as grown Marine. Okay, he probably wouldn't make a Marine cry, but for drop sets, not much explaining I can do other than you just have to like suck it up. And if you actually commit to these and you make yourself do them, like it's hard to actually get yourself to do it. That's how painful it is. It's like one of those workouts where you're like, I just don't want to do this. It hurts too bad. If you make yourself do this, it's going to be one of the best quad workouts of your life. Once you manage to suffer through the leg raises, and if you can still walk, go into hip thrust to finish off your glutes. Super high volume on these. 4 sets of 15, that's just what I do. I know a lot of people actually like to go heavier, less volume. Girls are out here hip thrusting 4 times their body weight. Personally, I like to keep it like a moderate weight and then go higher volume, so I like 4 sets of 15. With these, you can do machines, or you can do a barbell where you're like laying with your back on a bench and you put the barbell on your hips. Whatever works best for you. I just think the machine is most convenient. You load it up with plates, you got a strap, and you go to town. And finally, we're gonna finish off this leg day with calves. Calves are good with high volume, so you're gonna wanna pick a calf machine of your choice, or you could do like a squat rack or a Smith machine with like a platform, and you stand on you get what the point. Bunch of different calf exercises you can choose from. I don't think it matters. High volume, 4 sets of 15 to 20. Calves really like volume. I personally feel like I have pretty good calves. Even though I'm always wearing sweatpants, I'll include like a Snapchat video of my calves, but I would get crazy calf pumps with leg veins on my calves. And yeah, this is how I've done it, is like 4 sets of 15 to 20, and I just go crazy. But yeah, super basic leg day. It's got everything you need to hit your quads, your hamstrings, your hips, your glutes, your calves. Now this is a lot to hit in one day, like, so make sure you have a solid 2 hours to get this full workout in. Or you could do what I was talking about earlier, which is like split up your muscle groups into different days. So like one day of the week you'll hit quads and glutes, and then the other day you'll focus hamstrings and calves. This is really good because I feel like you can focus those muscle groups a lot more, really get more out of the workout. They don't take as long, or you could knock it out all in one day like the program. If you are interested in picking up the program for yourself, if you want it all like laid out in front of you on a dock, reps, sets, all the workouts, everything just right in front of you, you can find it in the first link in the description below. It is on sale right now, or you could just get it for free by watching these videos. But anyways, back to the giveaway that I was talking about earlier. So I'm a diet nutrition coach, and I thought it would be pretty cool to give away 1 month free diet nutrition coaching. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'm going to be giving more details in the next video, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss that. It's going to be through my Discord, so also join my Discord in the link in the description below. Entry to the giveaway is going to be with a little form that you can fill out, and in it is going to be a section where you can say like why you are interested or think you need like the month of diet nutrition coaching, and I'm going to handpick someone who I really think could benefit from it. Like maybe someone with an ED, or someone who's really just struggling to lose the weight, or like maybe a kid who doesn't really understand how it works and just needs some guidance. But I think this could be pretty cool, and just another opportunity for me to help people. So stay tuned and join the Discord if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this 3-part series going over my entire workout program. You guys now have the workout program completely free, me walking you through every single exercise on there. I hope it helps you. I hope it teaches somebody out there, at least like one person, you know, something about how to work out. That's genuinely like why I'm doing this, is just because I want to help. And yeah, I think this is a good way to do that. Anyways, leave me a like if you thought this was a good video. As always, peace. Love you.